Hello! Today we're going to read Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. This one does a lot of math. It takes away a button. So we're going to start at 4, then go to 3 and 2 and 1. And I want you guys to practice moving your fingers to make the numbers, okay? Pause, and if you have to count it out, do that, okay? All right. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Show me 4. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3, because if we have 4 and 1 goes away, count your fingers. How many do I have now? 1, 2, 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. So he kept singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? We had 3. If we take away 1, we get 2. Look, 3 minus 1 is 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many are left? We had 2. How many is there if we take away 1? We have 2. 1 goes away. We get 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons do we have left? He just lost his last button. Look, 0. Oh no, we had 1 and he lost it. It has 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? His belly button! And he kept on singing his song. Look, the kitty cat has a belly button. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. Silly Pete. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Look, here's all of his buttons that he lost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Buttons come and buttons go. The end.